Good evening, tutor. My name is Wilson Jesus Daza Lopez. I am present my history Arthur and the Prince of Evil. There was a man named Arthur. This man had a firm belief in good. Arthur lived in the Valley of Surrey with his family. Arthur had many properties and very large family. Arthur daughters were the most beautiful on the place. Uh, his son bred Hunter on day the prince of evil tried to harm Arthur but could not. The prince waited to destroy Arthur and his family, but all the plans of the prince were destroyed by good. Angry, the prince went good to the third heaven, arriving in the door on the great city house Nadi's Crystal City. He tried to enter, but the guard of the great city did not let him and they told him, "Where are you going?" The prince said, "I must start to your love." The guard exclaimed, "What? No, we will not let you enter." The guard stuck out their swords. The swords were made of gold and would attack the prince. But at that moment there was a great roar, and the voice was heard in the sky. "What do you want, prince? In the world are you coming from?" "I come from around the earth." At good side to him, "What do you want?" The prince said to God, "I want you deliver Arthur, and I want everything that Arthur possessed." But good sign, "No, Arthur is sovereign, has never done bad things. Which should I give in your hands?" The prince replied, "Does Arthur respect you, sir, for nothing? Let me take away what he has to see. If the Easter serves you, sir, in good sight to the heavy prince, I will allow you to take anyway everything Arthur has, but you will respect his leave." The prince returned to the land with his servant, and they attacked with great violence the proprietors Arthur of his good crops. Animal and servants were destroyed with flames of fury, and only on the servant of Arthur escaped and decided the servant to Arthur's sword. "We were working when great bird in fear fell and destroyed everything there, and only I escaped to give you news." At that moment another of Arthur's workers arrived in the side. "Sir, we were shepherding the animals in the valley in the sun. Tin bears come and killed your children, and was able to escape to your the news." The good replied to the prince, "I will shoot you that my saber Arthur is man worthy of my blessing. Then I allow you to touch his head but not his life." Indeed, the prince went out to continue attacking Arturo. Sundari Arthur began to fear bad and apparent to Arthur a great descent that made in fight every moment, and exclaimed, Arthur in the sky, I was born with nothing, I will die with nothing, because I have nothing to disclaim, because everything I had was not mine. God I given in the meat and the gifts. For not having been able to defeat Arthur lived and did not return, but Arthur had to face to mockery of his friends, who told him, Arthur, do you still believe in this good, and you stop believing in him? Look at that's happened. At this moment, Arthur's wife come out the her house and told Arthur, Curse God, and did then Arthur as were here. What's the hurt? You should only receive good deeds in life, I know bad. In this, then Arthur cried out the wind a low voice, saying, Good is good, we haven't met a that I had, I know. I returned to him. The good here is heaven, and there was great joy in the Crystal City because his project had kept his faithfulness out in the end. Then ten unexperienced happy God arose from his throne and sounded the trumpets and decided to heal angels. I give you these other angels in charge of giving head and order you there restore him to Arthur, and the went out the great as to head. Arthur but God also gave the some order to the angels of prosperity of the procreation. In this mad moment, the prince, in his severance attack the angels, to not allow them to fulfill the order. Then there was great battle in the heaven between the prince of the angels and God. The battle was strong and lasted many days, but the victory has brought the angels at good. Commended for great Angeles Miguel, who with his sword found without the rest, and after the great battle, the angels sent by God arriving suddenly to air and miraculously, and Arthur did next disappeared, and the gods that Arthurus that slot and parted, sorry. One fine day, Arthur was resting in the house, and suddenly he fell asleep, and the great vision came unto him. He dreamed that he arrived at the very beautiful place, is straight with good, and the scent of crystal in the place, the felt peace in the tranquillity in the stranger. There was been door which opened when Arturo arrived in the heart. A voice that told the display I have prepared for the dosed who are beautiful to me are two counties your welcome. While Arthur worked, he looked, and the city was beautiful, could not be described in the vanguard. Arthur had a wonderful chin, reaching in and On the highway, Arthur looked at large table that's hand to the chair where poor woods in the table was made of glass, but there was something that Arthur called his attention in the middle of the large table was something of some who could not be seen because its law was bitter. That's good. Following him and the tailor plays Arthur. Arthur said to the one who was talking to him, who argued in the voice, and the one who was in the chair said to the him, I am take your place. Arthur asked where. Yes, sir, Arthur asked where. When Arthur sat down at the table, a beautiful crown apparent, I have precious stones. The one who was in the chairs said Arthur, that is crow, but sure, I don't sever this crown. The Lord said I am not given it, no you have earned it because you went beautiful to the out till the end in this moment to sun and crown and Arthur asking here, sir, in the other crossborn, who are they? For the Lord I were him those couldn't for every who believes in me. In that moment Arthur walked up and looking in the arms on the side. After the Lord has given me many more riches that I had, I went lost, but nothing compared to the riches that I win might in the him when lived this here. Arthur lived many years and taught his children and grandchildren that they I had to the right thing and the brave because there was in supreme pain who would not allow the difference is beautiful severance. Ed, thank you for your attention. I am confused the read, but I don't know. Thank you for your attention, tutor.